Welcome back to our small flow series. Now we will have a look at schedule triggered flows. Schedule triggered flows have one big advantage, and then you can trigger it just from one timestamp. Once you remember what we had for workflows and also the process builder, there we can trigger these actions only once a record is created or a record has been edited. Here we can choose our criterias, whatever we want, and just run it on one specific time, run it once, or we can schedule it to run daily or weekly on a specific time. So let's give me an example. Let's give you an example here. You see, I've just created a contract, and this contract end date is in the past. We have a status still on draft, which is really weird. Um, and over the time, you will have a lot of contracts. And you see, a lot of contracts are active, and I've just created here a new picklist value on my contract status, which is called expired. And every time a contract end date is in the past, I want my status to move to expired, because over the time you will have thousands of active contracts, perhaps in your system, um, and no one can go over this all these contracts manually. Therefore, I want to run this flow on a daily basis to update all my contracts and check if the contract status in the past, and if it is that way, move the status to expired. Therefore, let's go back to our flows and create a new flow. In our case now, a schedule triggered flow. Here we can set first the schedule, and as I said, I want to start today, and I want to run it at 11 p.m. and I want to run it daily. That's the first thing we need to do. Now we have to choose an object. I will do this on contracts, as I said. And I want him to run, or want this workflow to run, this flow, sorry, for run for all contracts. And therefore I won't have any conditions here. Now let's do this decision and check the contract end date. And let's have it here to check. And now the conditions are, I have here to go to my contract object and search for the end date. And here we have the contract end date. I want to have it less than today. The problem is, you see, I don't have today as an option here, but I can create here a new resource. And in this case, I want to create a formula, and it's quite easy. This formula will just show today. Here we will type in the formula. It's also today, just with one opening and one closing bracket here. Click on done. Sorry, of course, the data type is date in our case. And now we're done. Now we have this decision. Is our contract end date in the past or not? So if our contract isn't in the past, we can stop here. If our contract end date is in the past, we want to update a record. In our case, update contract status. And we use the contract record global variable. So in this global variable, all our fields are stored. And we have to just search for our status now. And here we can enter one of our pick list values. In our case, this is expired. And we're done. So that's basically it. Now we can save it and activate it. So demo schedule, save it. Now we can activate it. Yeah, main problem is I can't show you the outcome now. That's the main problem with this time triggered flows. Um, yeah, perhaps I could set it to the next minute, but to be honest, I do not have that many contracts in the system. You have to believe me in this case, and please also try it on your own. It's really a simple example just to show you how this works. And of course, the most important thing is here the trigger set on a time and not on any other condition. So, thanks for your attention so far, and see you in the next video.